Good afternoon. It's not morning. Let me see if I can explain what's going on here. Hugh has taken the pile of dirt that was where the old chicken house stood, and he has narrowed the pond down but widened the land bridge. The pond continued just leaking down to nothing, pretty much, just to basically a mud puddle, and so it's going to be a bit smaller. However, it should stay more full, which I think my chickens and geese will appreciate. And he is sloping the edges a bit so that they can get in and out a little bit easier. Let me show you over here where they have actually just caved it off where they climb in and out. And so there's a possibility that we may even have to end up moving the goose house back away from the edge a little bit in the not too distant future. But you can see where they climb out, they just keep caving the bank off. But he's going to put a pipe in for the spillway, and over there he replaced the old galvanized, what is the thing called, the watering trough, the cattle watering trough. He replaced it with a big Rubbermaid type tub that we had, and you can see how much water, let me increase it so you can see how much water is coming out the overspill. So we've got to dig a pipe, or dig a trench right there and put a pipe in coming down to the pond. And so that will give us two areas with about that much water coming into the pond. Hopefully that if we don't have a really dry winter or really dry summer, hopefully that will be enough to actually keep this little pond filled. But that's just a job I wasn't really expecting for him to delve into today. But it's something that he got on his mind and decided to do. I never know from day to day what he's going to do, but that's okay. And if you think you're coming toward me, did you see that? He's coming toward me with his neck all jutted out like he's, being threatening. I turn around and talk to him, and he turns around and walks away because he's a booger like that. Yes. And over there is the stinky one. And here he comes. Have no idea what he's into. He knows I don't take any fluff from him. We have had a meeting, and he knows that when I turn around and I talk to him, that he better just tread lightly. Oh, don't get rude. Right here on the television. And there's another big one. I'm moving, baby. You can go past me. Well, okay. Go back the other way. He is such a beautiful bird. So pretty. And I put wood chips in the duck house this morning over there, the little bitty one, and opened the door. And it's just been chickens that I've seen going in there. But now the ducks have been doing their little mating thing. And there's Panda. Hey, sweetheart. And so I was going to give them a place to start laying their eggs. That's where all of them were hatched. Actually, was in that tiny little duck house. And that's where the original ducks that I brought home were raised. But anyway, I put the remainder of the wood chips in this goose house. Just kind of tossed it in there because I had half of a barrel full. And I betcha those chickens are going to start coming in here and laying eggs. They lay eggs everywhere. I'm keeping an eye on you, big boy. You just better behave. That's all I can tell you. Ain't he pretty? He's so beautiful to be such a turd. And this is his son, Chuck. It's George and Chuck. And there come the geese. You guys are a nuisance. Yep, and there goes the chickens. I don't know, y'all. Everything around here is confused. Nobody's talking to you. Nobody's talking to you. What? What? Hey, sweetheart. They're wondering why he was out here on the tractor messing with their pond. They're not sure they like that. The chickens have sure liked this, because as he's dug down in the dirt, they have been Johnny on the spot to take care of any worms that might be hidden. Bless. Bless, bless. This would be nice when he gets everything all smoothed out and we sow some grass, get rid of all the weeds, level everything up a little bit, get the rest of our fence built all the way around this chicken yard. It will be a beautiful, lovely place for all of them. I just don't like chickens around tractors. They seem to pay attention pretty well, but they still worry me. They're goofy. They just are goofy. Uh-oh. Pay attention, Hubie. Oh, he wasn't going where I thought he was. Oh well. I'm gathering up a whole lot of stuff to take to the dump. Unfortunately, I hate it. But this spot over here is nice to have all that stuff gone. Look here. I have no idea what that is. But that's from many, 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 many years ago. Good gravy. You never know what's going to be dug up around here. For certain. I'll put this in the old car right here because it's going away to the junkyard at some point, hopefully soon. Well, where'd he go? What you doing, honey?
Not enough machine.
Oh, it won't pull it?
See if a backhoe will start.
Uh-huh. He's going to try the big yellow machine. That one won't quite, which I would rather, because I don't like him backing up toward the pond. I'm afraid that the bank will cave and, well, you know.
I have no idea it started. It ain't been started since fall of the year.
Yeah. But anyway, he'll be a little safer on the big track hoe. But I can't wait. I know it's probably going to take most of the summer to finish what my vision is, which will be all of the chicken houses, duck houses, goose houses, every kind of house down here in this area. And then the wooden fence will go all the way around where the fence is now, but all the way around the pond, the other side of the pond, almost up to the edge of the watering tank, and then this direction, just about where where George is at, and then it will shoot this way, just the other side of this piece of junk car, and up to where the dog fence corner is, right there behind one of the little coops. But it'll give them a nice big area. Not nearly the size they have now, but some of you, I've already mentioned this one time, but I'll mention it again. I plan on building just 2x4 little containers all along the inside edge of this chicken coop, with basically a lid that will close. The lid will have hardware cloth. Hey sister! Hey sister! The hardware cloth is just to protect what I'll have growing in it, so that what's growing in it can actually get up to a decent size. And I may open them and then let the chickens get in there and dig and peck and scratch, or I may leave them closed and let them just eat what comes up through the hardware cloth. He got it started. Retro. Now, he can make he can do some damage with this thing. Alright. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's got the big puppy out. That's funny. That pond may end up being as bigger than it was originally. Because, you know, boys and their toys, when they start playing like that, they just, you know, have to keep playing. So we'll see. Listen, you. I see you. Don't think I don't. Do not. Do not. I think he's my frenemy. What a booger. He's just a booger. Oh well. I kind of hesitate to turn my back on him, because then I've felt him before sneaking up on me, and I've had to turn around and boo at him really fast. See if I follow him. He'll scoot along a little bit. Get! Bless. I don't want to be mean to him, but I don't want to be terrorized by him either. Chickens can hurt if they attack. Roosters can hurt if they attack. So I'm not going to let him get used to attacking people, because that just means that we'll have to find him a new home. And I don't want to do that. He's a turd, but he's our turd. Well, I don't know what they're up to. Chickens, what you doing? They're just watching. This little girl has been brutalized by probably George. He's rough. He is just rough. He's not much of a gentleman at all. I've read several blogs on homesteading sites and different people that have chickens and whatnot, and they say if you have a rooster that's just really rough on your hens, you need to cull him. I know what they mean by culling, and Y'all, I'm not there yet. I have never lost one of my chickens to my own hand, and I'm not certain I could ever go that route. I know that Hugh and Aaron both have that ability if I need them to, but I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on the situation and see where it goes from there. Because I love my girls too. I don't want them terrorizing them. There's Miss Prissy. See how lanky she is? The other day, she came out of the tobacco barn, that big barn right there, and she came running over toward the compost bin. I was carrying their little evening treat out, and she was running so fast that she actually took off flying, and she flew for probably about 30-40 feet, just about a foot, maybe 2 feet off the ground at the most. And she's just so lanky. Her breed, I think, is actually called a Leghorn. But if you remember the old cartoon of Foghorn Leghorn, the lanky little hen with the big bookish glasses, her name was Miss Prissy. So that's what her name is. She is now Miss Prissy. And I think she's quite funny. All right. They're back. They're back. What? Weirdos? Goofy critters. Such goofy critters. Oh well. Well, I think he might be stopping for a minute. I bet he's going after that. He's getting ready to pull some of that dirt down now that he's got it pulled out of there. This is going to be a long process. So I'd say that I'm going to just close this video out for now. And I will show you the results tomorrow or this evening if he gets it finished this evening. But anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Love ya. Bye bye.